blogger and a social commentator Chijioke Ekulu has revealed the shocking reason the President of Nigeria, General Muhammadu Buhari, cancelled a national scholarships program initiated by former President Goodluck Jonathan. The scholarship was for first-class Nigerian graduates from all universities, and apparently no northerner passed and made the merit list. Chijioke wept for the nation as he shared their experience. He wrote, "In 2014, I and several other Nigerian universities graduates had been shortlisted to write the Presidential Special Scholarship designed exclusively for first-class Nigerian graduates who wanted to pursue both Masters and PhD in any top 25 universities in the world." In his story continues, President Goodluck Jonathan had set the scheme up, and the idea was to build a strong team of brilliant Nigerians who will come back to serve the country years later. There were little above 1,000 of us who wrote the exam at CHAMS Abuja. At the time, I was already lecturing in UNN, so most of my friends who were also my colleagues enrolled, 16 of us in total. It was a computer-based test, so we knew our fate instantly. I had scored 94% in the exam. In fact, 15 of us from UNN scored between 80 and 97%. Man, we came out of the exam hall completely joyous. We were so sure we had got the scholarship, and we were right. Sometime in February 2015, the list of 101 successful candidates was shortlisted in the national dailies. 15 of us were on that list. I had applied to Princeton University, Imperial College London, and University of Toronto already. That phase of our lives was glorious. Fast forward to March 2015, Goodluck lost the elections to Mr. Buhari. That was where things started to take a new turn. Shortly after Mr. Buhari was sworn in, he had recalled the list and complained that there was no single northerner on it. He believed it was an agenda of the South. Right before our eyes, meritocracy was shortchanged for federal character. It was first like a joke, but we all lost that huge scholarship. It was worth about $250,000 per person, tuition and living expenses inclusive across five years. Before then, I had little faith in the country, but when this happened, I became weary of the country. Thankfully, later that year, I got a full scholarship from University of Toronto for my master's and PhD, 6 years in total. Of those other 14 friends of mine, 13 of them have also moved since then: US, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Japan, etc. Obviously, we moved on, but truth is, the life we have now was afforded to us by the government of another country, many of which will seduce you with permanent residence and citizenship afterwards. Any nation that changes merit for anything else will fail and fall. Nigeria has the brightest people, yet we are where we are, in Oshibaju's voice. Meet Chidozie Ojobo, one of the young men denied scholarship by Buhari, now residing and making wave in Canada. So guys, you've heard it all, that is our country for you. There is wickedness all over the place, not even only in educational sector. It's in all the sectors. You see a lot of things going upside down. That's this person's opinion and what he experienced according to the scholarship and what have you. Another thing I have always been thinking is this issue of a militancy, Niger Delta. Those who are from the Niger Delta, I don't know, I want you to explain to me the rationale behind this kind of a thing. We have a whole lot of people in the Niger Delta. We know the states that comprise Niger Delta. But why is it that those people, they call them militants? Does that mean that it is only the militants? Because they give them scholarship as well. Because during the time of Yaradua, that was when this whole thing came up, this issue of amnesty and what have you. The question is that among how many millions of people in Niger Delta, some people devoted themselves. They call it, whether they are Egbeweja and what have you. Because the thing, it hurts, and I don't really understand why it's like that. And that's why a lot of things are just going, and people who are supposed to do the right thing, who are supposed to be held responsible or accountable, they are getting away with all of these things. Then you now selected some few people because they are the ones that always carry this into say, oh, they will be uh giving some kind of threat, they want to do this to the pipeline and what have you. They will select those ones and send them abroad for schooling, to go and do whatever, or school and whatever the foodie be. A lot of them have been made billionaires and what have you. You know all of them. So what now happens to the rest people? So because they use that one to pacify them. Then what now happens? Because among those people who get all those scholarship or the amnesty or those who are in the program, I don't know how it is being done, because that is just the way I see it. After how many millions? It will not be more than maybe if it is going to be 1% of the people who are enjoying that amnesty in that Niger Delta. Then what happens to the rest people? And does it mean things have changed for the better in that area? Because we still complain about how a lot of things have really gone bad because of the way the land and what have you has messed up the land, this oil spill and what have you. So does that mean they've been able to tackle the situation of that area? And why is it that it's just few people? Because those ones who can really who are the Egbe, they are the ones getting all of these things. So I just try to digress, because the wickedness is all over the place. Because even if you say Buhari did this and that, which I don't even want to go into all of that, which is everybody knows, you know what you know and what you can really deduce. You can put them in the comment section what you have deduced from what this particular person is talking about. There is this man no man in this country. It's cut across board. But it's unfortunate that somebody who, if at all, because it's an allegation, of course the man is saying it because we have not really, it has not been proven. Because if investigation is being carried out, they will deny it, and they will give you some reasons why they did not do that, even if everybody knows that that is the reason why they did that. But they will still try to justify it. They wouldn't come out to say this and this and that. We know a lot of things like that. You know, you always like to put that word, allegedly. So that being said, a lot of things have just gone wrong in this country that we don't even know where we are going to. Everybody is just like, anywhere belle face, anything that comes your way, you take it. Whatever that comes your way, fine. It's survival of the fittest. That is the kind of life we are living in this country. That being said, again, when are we going to, they are talking about, okay, you can go any university of your choice in the whole world, top university. Why is it that Nigeria cannot be one of the top universities in the whole world? Because it will still take money. You can imagine 250 something whatever dollars, $250 whatever. You can imagine $250,000 per person. Okay, and they will take that money to go and fund or to go and develop other people's country. Because as you are paying that school fees, it is the money coming from another country. It will, it will add to their revenue, and they will use it to develop their country. Why is it that Nigeria cannot even be one of the, is it a bad thing? Because some people tell you, oh, we have not been there. How long is it going? Someone will suffer. Just like I always say, it's just for you to see other people's experience and try to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go through that, because they have suffered, irrespective of what they have gone through. They have suffered. Our own is just to copy and paste and do the needful. But when it comes to our politicians enjoying, getting huge allowances, no, they will not go through that process. But when it comes to a situation by Nigeria supposed to be a great nation, they will tell you, oh, it take processes. It's it's a gradual process. It's not something that can happen overnight. But our politician will enter into office overnight. They are millionaires. It does not take it does not go through a gradual process. So who is fooling who? The money is there, but it's just going to the wrong hands, and a lot of wastages in this country. A lot of wastages. I don't want to go the route of Buhari, because I'm not just even interested in this thing, because we know we have enough dose of a problem, on its own side. But I'm just talking generally. Why is it that in that top universities, Nigeria cannot be one of them? They swear for us, say we know if we be better people, but our politicians can be living in luxury. They are living large. But you will tell me that Nigeria as a country must go through that trying period. But they will never go through a trying period. Any politician, that's why I always say the most lucrative job in this country is just you being a politician. You are made for life because a lot of abnormalities are there. But see their counterparts in other countries, their politicians, they don't live as large as our politicians. So what are we talking about? So we know that most of all these leaders, majority of them are wicked. Wickedness. We know it. Majority of them. Maybe there could be some of them, but majority of them are just wicked. And they are more. And that's why this country is not moving forward. And a lot of people are really saying a lot of things. Nigerians are really reacting to this. Someone says, even with a federal character, they are still lacking academically. You only see them in looting of the treasury and killings. Someone says that was exactly what Buhari did when Ishiba grant under the platform of Christianity-based poverty alleviation program for southern Nigeria was launched. But how Buhari went ahead and told UN to retain their money, that Nigeria are not poor, nor are in poverty. And someone is bringing a scenario here. He said, I am not a fan of President Muhammadu Buhari or APC, but when the truth comes like this, I will also like to share my personal experience. My younger sister served in Kebbi State, and she got a scholarship from President Goodluck Jonathan in early 2015 because she was the best copper in the state. And when she broke the news to the family, I was the first person to object it because I know it can never be possible. But to my dismay, President Goodluck lost the election and President Buhari took it upon himself to implement it. Well, I don't know, maybe Northerners were there or not, but I know a candidate was picked from each state of the country, and still now she's still enjoying it because the scholarship is 100% funded by the government till her PhD. Right now she's in UK doing her PhD. Thank you. And someone says, you are using your personal advantage over the truth. You are also from the north, so it is not out of place to grant your sister the scholarship. You only confirm what the man is accusing Buhari of. You people should stop being selfish. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this, that Buhari had to cancel the scholarship program because no northerner passed. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you.